Schools have just wrapped up their exams and are in December mode. The long holiday provides an opportunity for mischief, but not for a select group of Limpopo pupils who are attending a special program until the 15th of December. The convener of the program is Ben Mphahlele, and a former lecturer at the University of Limpopo. He's also a motivational speaker. He joins us now live in studio to speak more about this program. Ben, a very good morning to you. What pushed you to go this route?
I got extremely concerned when I was lecturing at the university since 1985. There has been a pattern that students in the first year, in the first semester, mid-year exams, they drop like flies. And then this seems to be happening at most universities. But now, we didn't know exactly what was going on until I decided, no, let me track this down and arrive at the conclusion that the December holidays, you see, this festive madness, affects them so much that by the time they go to tertiary, the hangover is still there. And then when they register at the tertiary institution, remember, the parents are no longer there, the relatives are no longer there, the educators are no longer there. They get so derailed from focusing on making adjustments because now they are in a new environment. You need to make proper adjustments so that you are ready for lectures.
Well, how do you, Ben, make it attractive? Because you know the December period, yes, a lot of people go home. Yeah. It's associated with a lot of fun things. These are teenagers who would want to participate in all of that. So how do you convince them that attending a schooling program is the best thing to do over December?
We try to make it as informal as possible. I've been to quite a number of schools, and then they've been very excited about it. And the parents have called, and then some learners already are coming in. We try to indicate to them that the festive season, if you're not very careful, especially when it comes to, so many parties around organized and so many wedding ceremonies, if you're not careful, you can be so influenced to a point where by the time you register at the university, you are not yet ready. Remember, the university can only offer a one-week program for orientation. It cannot go beyond that. Although I've suggested to some university, I've suggested that it should be structured in such a way that it goes a little beyond Good Friday. Because remember, before Good Friday, most universities have already started with their first tests, right? And then there you can see that something is not right here. How does it happen that, say, more than half of them do not make it? The problem is not that the students are dull or the students cannot perform. It's simply because they've not yet made the proper adjustment. And if you trace it back, it comes from the December festive season.
A big project.
Yeah.
How much buy-in and support do you have from parents in the communities and the broader community as you try to make this possible?
No, the buy-in is quite exciting. Some parents, I meet them in the street of Polokwane, they literally stop me and say, look, we really want to bring our learners to your office because we run it from the office. We need a maximum 10 in the office, but 5 to 10. Yeah, although sometimes it does happen that only 2 learners come, and then we attend to them. And the parents also do come along. Although from the side of the parents, and this is my big concern, parents are not really giving full support. And this you can get from teachers. As you visit schools, they will tell you, we have a problem with the learner here. We've been sending messages to the parent to come to school so that we talk to the parent, but the parent don't come. So some parents still believe they can just drop the learners and then go away and come and fetch them. There are those that I managed to convince to sit around for a while so that we share the ideas together.
Where to from here?
You mean in terms of?
In terms of the project itself, what do you hope to achieve in the coming year, in the coming 5 years?
That's right. What I hope to achieve is to try to draw attention of the public, the importance of education, and see it within a broader context. You see, there's always a problem if education is seen only as a means of bringing food to the table. We need to change the thinking of people, and the education system is there for that. Although there are quite a number of things that are happening in the system that are just not right. For instance, this exam-driven system is not very good. And then if you can look at the system itself, there is no definite monitored program of reading. You take countries like Finland, Canada, and Switzerland. Let me focus on Finland, because this really attracted me. Top on the list of what they do in their system, number 1 is reading. Number 2, I think, is mathematics. Number 3 is science. In that order, right? Now, if we can commit ourselves as a nation to take reading seriously, we will go far. If you look at what Lembede said in 1945, he said only 20% of blacks are educated. And even among the educated blacks, look, this is in 1945. He says even among the educated blacks that are there, only a few can read a newspaper intelligently. Now, you look at that. In 1994, Eskia Mphatlele spoke about the same thing, right? And then in 2006, Thabo Mbeki also expressed his concern. I had an opportunity to meet his younger brother, Mwelezi. When we chatted, he also said on that as well. He said, look, man, our people don't read.
All right, Ben Mphatlele,
that's right.
Thank you so much. We will hopefully meet with you again sometime in the future just to see how far these young people have got with their studies. But for now, we'll leave it there. Thank you.
It's a pleasure.